I got all these items for $40 to make a healthy meal plan for 5 days, so please join me. Welcome to The Bold Encourager. I'm Rebecca. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. It just allows for me to get my positive, encouraging messages out to everyone. So today, we're doing a different thing. We usually do meal plans for $30, and usually they're not always the healthiest items because I know sometimes it's hard to be on a budget when you're trying to be healthy. But hey, it's 2024 and I know everybody's trying to get back on track to be healthy. So I went ahead and went and checked out my local grocery store, which is Smith's. You can do this at any local grocery store, and picked items that would equal $40 that I could use to make 3 meals a day for 5 days. So we got all these items, 18 items I believe, for $40. And I think it's going to be a good way to save money and be healthy. So let's go over these items. First, we got green onions, sweet potatoes, a red bell pepper, a green bell pepper, chicken, and these are chicken thighs, mozzarella cheese, Greek non-fat yogurt. Then this is the honey fig spread. I wanted to get honey, but honey was kind of pricey, so this is kind of compromising there, and I'm going to use it for different things, so it's going to work out. I got this also. This is a carb counter. This is actually really good for those on the keto diet. There's 0 net carbs, so this is actually really good for, and you'll be, the things that you can find. I was surprised that was on sale. These green beans, frozen green beans, brown rice, of course ground turkey is always good. Then this barbecue sauce, 50% less sugar and sodium, so I thought this would be a good barbecue sauce to have. Italian dressing's always a good one to kind of marinate your food in, and also really good for you. And then last of all, olive oil and sea salt butter spread, because we need something to cook our food in, but we don't want it to be too crazy with the fat and everything, so that's why I chose that one. These are some really great items and really good options for us to make some really fun, delicious, healthy meals. So let's get started. For breakfast, for 3 of the days, we're going to be doing Greek yogurt and a honey fig spread mixed in together. You definitely want to always get the non-fat plain Greek yogurt so you can add whatever amount of sweetener you want to add. Like I said previously, I wanted to get honey, but it was a little too pricey. You can also do pure maple syrup if it's on sale, but I did this one instead since it was on sale. We'll see how much sugar it has. It has 9 grams, so you definitely don't want to do too much, 1 tablespoon at the most. So you're going to add a cup of Greek yogurt, and then you're going to add the 1 tablespoon of the fig and honey spread. You can also just add a little bit of that. You don't have to add a full tablespoon, whatever your preference is for how sweet you want it. But it was actually really delicious and easy to make. So for the remainder days, I went ahead and made sweet potato toast. And if you haven't done this before, I recommend doing it. It really is easy. You just cut them into thin slices, cut them as thin as possible, and you can put them in the toaster oven. You can also put them in the toaster, but I would recommend maybe getting them softer before you put them in like the regular toaster. And you can also add them in the air fryer. So there's a lot of options for you to make these, and they're very easy to make. Just make sure you make them pretty thin, and then you can add whatever toppings you want. I went ahead and added the butter and the fig and honey spread on top, but you can also do bananas and peanut butter. All these type of toppings taste good, as well as avocado, if of course separate from the peanut butter. Don't put that together. But very easy and delicious and healthy for you to eat. For lunch day 1, I made ground turkey tacos. Very easy to make. You want some green onions, then you want these carb counter tortillas that I got. Then you're gonna want the fresh ground turkey and some mozzarella cheese. So very few ingredients. And then you're gonna go ahead and cook the ground turkey. Just brown it to your kind of preference. You know, some people like theirs medium rare or whatever, but I think with ground turkey you probably want to go medium well done. And then also cook your tortilla shell to your liking, brown it as much as you want, and then cut up and dice your green onions. These are going to be your garnish, and you're going to put them on top of the tacos. Then you're going to melt the cheese and put the green onions on top, and then you're going to just put it up in the tortillas and serve them up. Very delicious and very nutritious. So this is lunch day 2, the pepper and cheese quesadilla. There's 3 ingredients. You want the green and red peppers that you cut previously for dinner number 1. And then also this is the mozzarella shredded cheese and the carb counter tortillas. You need those. So you're gonna dice up the red peppers and the green peppers. I'm actually not gonna pre-cook these. I'm just gonna put them all straight into the tortillas and form a quesadilla, and I'm going to put them in my toaster oven. Currently my air fryer isn't working, so that's why I'm not air frying them, but you could definitely air fry these as well. Or if you want to put them in the pan, you can do this as well. I was just trying to make it easy, so I threw them in the toaster oven and they turned out looking like this. Very good and tasty. For lunch day 3, I made sloppy Joe tostadas. Very good and easy to make, surprisingly. So what you will need is ground turkey. I would say whenever I do that, I do a 1/4 pound of it. And then some barbecue sauce, the barbecue sauce we got. And then also the carb counter tortillas and the mozzarella. So first off, we're gonna go ahead and cook the ground turkey until it's brown, and we're going to brown it nicely before we go ahead and add the other ingredients. So we're going to add the barbecue sauce, and it's going to look like this. So it pretty much looks like sloppy joes already. And then we're going to go ahead and put the tortillas in the toaster. Just brown them to where they're very nice and kind of stiff. You can also do this in the air fryer, and this is how they turned out. Very easy to eat and delicious and very easy to make as well. So something new I did, but it actually turned out really good. For lunch day 4, I made sweet potato tacos, and I went ahead and used half the sweet potato here, the green onions, the butter that I have, also the mozzarella cheese, and the tortillas that we got. And then I'm going to go ahead and peel the sweet potatoes and make them so there's no skin on the potatoes, and then also just cut up and dice the sweet potatoes and cook them in the butter for a good amount of time so they're browned and softened. And then go ahead and brown the tortilla to your liking, and then we're going to add all the ingredients together to make the sweet potatoes. Also, don't forget to season your sweet potatoes so they have a really good sweet and savory flavor. That's what makes these delicious. And then we're going to go ahead and make lunch day 5, and that's Sloppy Joe tacos. I was inspired by the Sloppy Joe tostadas, so I used these tortillas, also the last bit of the ground turkey, the mozzarella cheese, and the green onion. And I didn't put in the picture the barbecue sauce, but we're using that for the Sloppy Joe part. Brown your ground turkey very nicely, and then add your barbecue sauce for the Sloppy Joe part, and of course season it well as well. Always want to season your ingredients, and then go ahead and put it in the shell, and it looks so yummy, and it was very delicious. I highly recommend making these. Next thing we're gonna do is dinner now. And so for dinner day 1, I made Italian chicken and pepper brown rice. Very easy to make. So what you need is butter, Italian dressing, brown rice. Then you want the chicken thighs that we got, and the garlic, and the green and red peppers. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees, then baste your chicken with the Italian dressing and put that in the oven for 30 minutes. Then you're going to cook your brown rice according to the instructions on the package. I went ahead and put mine in the Instant Pot, but you can just do it in the saucepan. Then go ahead and dice up your garlic till it's nicely sliced. Then go ahead and dice your green peppers and your red peppers. Put that in the pan with your rice, your brown rice that you already cooked, and then with some butter, and season it well. And then put that on the plate with your chicken that's been cooking for 30 minutes. And here you have a very delicious, healthy dinner that's very easy to make. Dinner day 2, I made barbecue chicken with mashed potatoes and green beans. For the mashed potatoes, we're doing the sweet potato, butter, and the honey fig. Then for the chicken, barbecue sauce, then we have garlic and the green onion. And of course, we're gonna need the chicken to make it. Also the green beans. So once you have all your ingredients ready to go, then you're gonna start with seasoning your chicken. You have your preheated oven at 375 degrees. Add your barbecue sauce and make sure it's covered well with the barbecue sauce. Put it in there for about 30 minutes. Then cut up your sweet potato. You're going to use half the sweet potato. Peel the sweet potato until it's completely bare, and then dice up your sweet potato. Boil it until it's soft. Like anytime you make mashed potatoes, then dice up your garlic till it's thinly sliced. Check on your mashed potatoes to see how they're doing basically, and make sure they're soft. Then you want to cook your green beans really nicely, and then cut up your green onions and dice them really nicely too. Everything you're kind of doing at the same time, so getting all the things done. Then you're gonna mash your sweet potatoes with the butter and the fig honey spread, and here you have a delicious meal, very easy to make, and you will love it, I promise. Dinner day 3, I went ahead and did fried brown rice with peppers. And so you want to use your chicken as well as your green and red peppers, and then your butter that you have. And then also you're going to take some green onions to garnish it with and cook it with. And then also you're going to take some brown rice. I already cooked some brown rice previously, and so you just cook it according to the package. You want to boil your chicken to your liking, and then go ahead and dice up your green onions so they're nicely sliced. And then also your garlic, I added this later. And then slice up your chicken that you've cooked, that you boiled, and make it nice and small so that it goes well in your rice. Then also cook your green peppers and red peppers with your rice. Then you're going to serve it up with the chicken, because you add all the ingredients together, and it's so delicious, so easy to make, and definitely very affordable to make as well. Dinner day 4, ground turkey and rice volcano with green beans and veggies. So ground turkey, peppers, barbecue sauce, Italian dressing, butter, mozzarella cheese, brown rice, and green onions. So you're using a lot of these ingredients, green beans, as well as the garlic. So a lot of these ingredients, you're going to make your brown rice according to the packaging. I went ahead and did, of course, my Instant Pot. That's how I make my rice. Or if you have a rice cooker, you can do that as well. Cut up your peppers and all your veggies, including dice them to your liking, of course. And then also do your garlic and dice that up as well. And then, of course, your green onions need to be cut up too, and dice those as well. Then you're going to take your turkey, ground patty, and you're going to put it in the pan and probably add some butter or something to so it doesn't stick to the pan. And then you're going to cook it and brown it and season it, of course. Always season your meat, by the way. Never don't season anything because it's going to take away from the flavor. Always season your meat and your veggies and anything you cook. Go ahead and season it because that's what gives it all that flavor. I seasoned mine with a special turkey seasoning. You don't have to use that. Use what you have on hand. Cook your green beans and your peppers together until they're nicely soft and cooked well. Then take your brown rice that you made, put it in the pan and kind of fry it up in the butter. Then put your green beans with your peppers. Add a little bit of Italian dressing. I garnished mine with mozzarella cheese and also green onions. On my rice, I added the Italian dressing as well, and then put the patty on top with a little bit of mozzarella cheese, some green onions, barbecue sauce to top that with, and then after you've added the barbecue sauce, just top it with a little bit of rice, sprinkle it on to make kind of a volcano look. And this is what it turned out to be. It was delicious. It's it looks really good too. It looked kind of like fine dining. So I thought this would be fun for you to do. It's a volcano. It's a lot of fun. For day 5, I made the fig honey chicken with rice and veggies. So you want to use your butter, the chicken, and the brown rice that I had left over. I'm trying to use what I have left to really maximize my budget. And then also the honey fig spread for the chicken, the garlic. Of course, garlic goes well with everything when you're making dinner. And then also you want the green and red peppers. I showed the Italian dressing twice, but it was supposed to be the sweet potatoes that I showed you, and then the green onion. And so we're using most of what we have as well. And then we're going to go ahead and put the honey fig spread on top of the chicken, and we're going to preheat the oven to 375 degrees and cook that for 30 minutes. Then we're going to dice up all our veggies. So dice the green peppers and red peppers, cut your sweet potato, you can leave the skin on, and you're going to cut and dice those as well. Then you're going to take and put both the peppers and the potatoes in the pan and fry that up till it's very soft. Then dice up your garlic, and you're going to put the garlic into the pan with butter so that you can also put your rice with the garlic butter, and check on your sweet potatoes to see how soft they are. Make sure they're softened so that they're ready to eat. Then put in your brown rice with the garlic butter. Cook that till it's nicely kind of browned a little bit, so it's kind of fried up. The rice was topped with mozzarella cheese and green onions. The chicken was also topped with the green onions. It was very delicious, very easy to make. This whole video was easy, healthy recipes. So if you like this video, please go ahead, subscribe and like and comment. Also, please follow me on social media if you haven't done that yet. And if you haven't hit that notification bell, please hit that notification bell and you'll be notified every time I post a new video. Well, I hope you have an amazing day, and I hope you stay encouraged.